Today I'm going to show you how I prepare some dehydrated carrots. I'm gonna cook them for my pet, that is, as an additive of vegetables that are very healing for the gut and give my dog some extra vitamins and minerals, because these root vegetables are very good when they're cooked, not raw. You don't want to feed a raw carrot, you don't want to feed a raw beet, but if you cook them, that's when they become good. We just put the carrots in the pot. We have water, purified water in there. Don't use tap water is my hint. And I'm gonna boil this because I really want to boil these carrots. So that's the second step after washing them. And I actually had them soak in some water where I added some hydrogen peroxide, food grade hydrogen peroxide, just a little bit to take some germs off that are potentially on there. You saw me not peel them on purpose. I want all the vitamins and minerals I can get. Here we have the water out of the cooked carrots, so they're ready. And I'm gonna let them cool off. And then I'm actually gonna put them in the freezer for a little bit. And I'll explain to you later why I put them in the freezer. So now we're at the next step with the carrots. They got cooked. I actually put them in the freezer for a little while so they're colder now. And that way, when I make them now, I shred them now. They are a little bit less mushy than they would be if I would not make them nice and cold. So I'm gonna quickly shred. So I didn't freeze them completely. I just shredded them enough so they make still shreds here, instead of just a mush. If you do that with a hot ones, you're gonna mush it, and that's not what I like. So we're having these shredded carrots right now that I'm gonna dehydrate, and we have the carrot loving Lily there. I'm giving her a bigger piece there. So anyway, so we're gonna just add this to these trays, and then we're gonna add it to our dehydrator that we have running already here. So we kind of cooled these carrots so they keep their form and they're not just a mush, because I want the shreds to kind of dehydrate as shreds now, and that's what's gonna happen here. Put this in the dehydrator for I'm gonna put this one in there so you see me do this. I have right now some beets going in here, and well, I have the tray here, so you see the tray. I put this baking paper on it, and I'm gonna put this in here. Close this again, and I will fill this all up. I mean, put the trays in there. I could also take this and just put it in here if I'd like. So maybe I do this with the next batches, and that way it's easier to take it off the tray later on, just like I do it with my treats or even with my nuts. I usually put that all in there. 48 hours later, and this has been dehydrating in this dehydrator for the 48 hours. No break on it. I went in and turned it around at some point. So we're gonna turn it off. We take it out. We're gonna look how it looks. So we did one tray where we did it like this, and this one I haven't moved at all because I don't want to really take it off. It's nice and dry. You hear how dry it is and how it crunches up. So of course you can do it this way, or you can take it from this reusable baking thing and you can do this, make it a little faster. I could have turned it around, but it's not really needed for this. So I told you I wanted it this way because I didn't want to mush a mush I couldn't break up like this. So here's my pieces. That's why we did the cooling part in between. So now we're gonna look how they came out in these bags, and they came out something from the top on there pretty well too. So same thing. We're just gonna put it all together, show you how much or how little came out of what we did, because of course it looked a lot, but then you take the moisture out. So this is a lot, and it's making my food making so easy for my dog. I have ready to go vegetables. So of course I still can use sauerkraut that I can buy. I could make my own. I could even take sauerkraut. I want to try this one day and dehydrate sauerkraut and see how that comes out, because that one would be fermented. But here, and so nice. I break it up on purpose. And there's one more bag in there, and that was what we did. That's the full everything, so not much more, a little bit more. So crunchy, if you want crunchy, obviously you could do this also for your own salads. You could top stuff with crunchy stuff like this. Of course I make this mainly for my animals. Ready to go, easy to go. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Lily is already waiting. Of course, this is nothing you want to give at huge amounts. This could be a tiny treat. This really gets rehydrated and goes back in the food. But here we're gonna look for something for her. Want to try this? Mmm. Yum yum. Okay, so much for that. You saw how much or little comes out of this. There were some bigger pieces. I can break them up smaller. The big thing is it's cooked and then it got dehydrated, so I don't need a freezer for this. I did need a dehydrator to make it in the first place, but now I don't need freezer space. So this is the way to do this one.